Good morning and welcome to Family Computer Center. In this video, we are going to discuss about relational operators and if-else structure in C++. These are the relational operators or comparison operators supported by C++. The first one is greater than, then less than, then greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and not equal to. Correct? Okay. So all these operators, so here you can say greater than or equal to. So in this only greater than values are checked here. Equality also is checked, that value or more than that value. Okay. So all these comparison operators are used for comparing two values in C++. So we are going to face a small difficulty because it can return only true or false. So when you compare a particular value, for example, if you are asking C++ a greater than 100, C++ goes to that particular memory location of a and check the value there. If it is more than 100, it will say true, otherwise it will say false. So it can't say anything other than true or false. But for us, for our users, we don't need to show true or false. Instead of true or false, sometimes we need to do a calculation. Sometimes we need to give them a result, a text statement result. All these things is the one we want. But comparison operators alone cannot do that. So to help you with that, we have a structure called if else in C++. So if else structure is a particular structure that highly rely or highly dependent on this comparison operators. So the syntax of if else structure is like if, and in the bracket you will be saying your condition, and this condition will be written using any of the comparison operators. Okay, then inside that condition you will have something called a true statement, and there is an else part, and in the else part you will be having false statement, and if also having an opening and closing like main, and else also having an opening and closing like we close and open main. Okay, and inside the opening of this we will write true statements, and inside the opening of else we will write a false statement. Okay, so this is actually a control structure. Control structure means what? Usually your C++ program will be executing top to bottom, line by line respectively. But sometimes we don't want to execute top to bottom, line by line. We just want to check a condition, and once the particular condition is okay, we want to do a specific thing, and if that is not okay, we want to do another thing. So we don't want a sequential execution of the program. So in that case we will use control structures. So if else is one among the control structure. Okay, so here is an example for how to use the if else. So suppose we have a mark variable, and it is saying like if mark greater than 200, then cout passed, else cout failed. So this program is going to check the mark variable, and if the mark variable is more than 200, C++ is going to say passed, otherwise C++ will be saying failed. Okay, so now let's talk about this with a real life example in Dave C++. So here in this Dev C++, I have written a basic program, hash include IOStream and all those things, basic structure are there. And I have a variable called a salary here, and it is asking the user to enter the salary, and we are reading the salary from the user. So after that, what I want to do is like I want to check this salary more than 10,000 or not. If the salary is more than 10,000, I have to say you are a senior employee, and if not, I have to say you are a junior employee. That's what is my purpose. So we will use an if with the comparison operators. So I'm saying if, then I'm saying salary greater than or equal to 10,000. So in this case, I'm checking the equality also. If it is 10,000 or more, I want to say you're a senior. So I'm saying like cout, you are senior. Okay. Then I will start an else here, else I will say see out, then you are junior. Okay, semicolon. Okay, so this is my program. So let me try to execute this one. So when I try to I finished writing the program. Let me try to compile the program. So for that I will click this compile button. So compiling is done, and you can see here there is no errors, there is no warning. And let's try to execute this program. So I click this button for executing. So it is asking me now, please enter your salary. So I'm saying like my salary is 7,500. So when I press enter, it is saying you are junior because the condition is not satisfied, so the control goes over here. So let's try to execute it one more time. So I will execute, and I'm gonna say like my salary is 25,000. So when I press enter, it is saying you are senior. That means it is more than 10,000. So this is how the relational operators and the if-else structure works. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you will not miss any further video we post.